fish on.
Really nice looking fish.
Woo! I love it.
That's a hog.
Woo! Oh yeah, bring him up to me. It's a nice fish.
Nice job. That is a tank.
Nice job, you two.
Lund Boats proudly presents the ultimate fishing experience. This week on Lund's The Ultimate Fishing Experience. There's no denying that the use of forward-facing sonar is changing the very face of fishing. Knowing exactly what lies beneath the water peels back a layer of uncertainty. It takes fishing from just an educated guess to a target worthy of pursuit. For Lund Pro Dylan Macki and his friend Forrest Leitch, this sonar capability lets them target fish in real time. They can see the fish's positive or negative reactions to their presentations and adjust their tactics accordingly. If after several minutes and several different presentations no fish come to the boat, it's time to move and find another pod of fish. When walleyes are transitioning to midsummer patterns, power fishing with a variety of presentations while using the sonar can be very productive. The goal here is to find active fish and make them bite.
There you go. Another nice one. Hey, Dylan Macki. I'm here with my buddy Forrest. We're in northern Minnesota today. The water temp's starting to warm up a little bit. These fish are pushing out on structure, so we're gonna go out and see if we can hammer some big walleyes. Let's go get them. Boom. All right, so what do you think, D? Where are we gonna start today? Well, we've got a couple spots pinned down that you and I've checked out earlier this week. Let's go check out a couple of them and see if those fish have moved or if they've stayed in. You know, we got a couple humps we want to check. We got a couple tips of points we want to check. Maybe we'll look at some mud. Maybe we'll look at some rocks. We got some weeds we could even go look at. Let's roll out there and see what the day gives us. Yeah, this mid-June time frame, a lot of stuff transitioning. It could really be anywhere. Absolutely. When I first started fishing Pekegma Lake, if I caught them in an area, I would make it a point to not go back to that same area the next day because I just knew they wouldn't be there. It's just Pekegma fish are constantly on the move. The thing with Pekegma is a lot of times you don't need wind-blown structure to catch them. A lot of times you don't need low light situations to catch them. We've had times out where it's 4th of July and there's the most boat traffic the lake sees all year. It's sunny, flat, calm, and the walleyes are absolutely snapping. Yeah, these fish definitely do not play by the normal walleye rules. No, they sure don't. They always throw something new at you, so. Yep, always a curveball. What technique do you think we should start out with first? I don't know. I think we're gonna try maybe starting out with some aggressive, some artificials, either you know, jerk baits, plastic, something like that. Cover some water. Absolutely. Try to find an active pod or two, and then maybe kind of pin down on those active pods with some live bait. Pick out a couple more fish. Yeah, let's go hang a couple slip bobbers on the ones that we can't get to go. Oh yeah. It's gonna be over. That'll get them going. Night, night. Ready to go. Oh, there's just a wad of bait over there and some fish on the bottom and that suspended fish. Keep looking at that. Something over there. Not too fired up about a swims, I'll tell you that. No. Oh, it's unbelievable. I have to get bit right here. One of those is gonna eat. Look at, come on. Only got 4 walleyes on you. Ooh, that one is on you. Me or you, I don't know who it's on, but it's on. Come on. Oh, we've had about 15 just stare at him. I just got some 1/8 ounce stuff. We'll just long line behind the boat and I'll just stay right on the edge of these weeds. Nice, buddy. take a little bit to get them figured out. But
Yeah,
start
we'll get them to
pulling
go.
Start pulling that crawler through them slow.
work. Dude, that's a good one.
Yeah. Man, we've been working on these fish for about 20 minutes.
Oh, finally.
Just letting slip bobbers sit right in their face. Couldn't
What
get them to go.
Here we are.
So we decided to long line some crawlers on real light weights. Hopefully it's
And
not
we've got our first biter.
There we go.
Yep, look at there.
See if we can get a couple more to do that. That's
Oh,
a good one.
nice, buddy. Look at how chunky these things are. Oh, man.
Jeez. Probably a 20, 21 incher. Look how heavy that fish is though.
Just a beautiful golden Pokegama Lake walleye.
Yeah, they're healthy out here, eating good. Let's get that one popped out here, and just a super tiny little hook there, single hook on a crawler. Beautiful golden fish. So yeah, right now, midsummer already, the water's really warming up and the fish metabolism is ramping up. We've seen a lot of fish out off structure, but these active fish were right up on top, schooled up. You can tell they're up off bottom, really actively feeding. There's kind of two separate groups of fish that we've seen out here. We've got the suspended fish out chasing that bait. It's really hard to compete with the natural bait, but these fish up on structure, you can see me get those going a little better. They're not chasing those schools of smelt.
So we just slip bobbered these fish for probably an hour's worth of time. We watched quite a few fish come up and look at our slip bobbers, and they just weren't happening. So we made just a little technique changed here and started long lining some crawlers on some 1/8 ounce bullet weights, as far behind the boat as we can possibly get them. And we didn't make it 30 feet, and that's when Forrest whacked that one. So sometimes it's just about just make a little change. Don't keep doing it the same way over and over and over. If they're not biting how you want to catch them, you got to let the fish tell you how they're going to bite. So if you're not catching them, just start going through new techniques, and eventually they'll tell you what they want.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Mercury Marine. Go boldly.
There, let's go for that back one. That one's gonna bite. Ooh. I think I can cast 45 feet out.
Yeah.
And be accurate.
Right there. Oh yeah, right on top of him. Right.
Where's my shit?
There we go. Dropping right
It's
in.
over. Come on.
Two baits going by.
Well, maybe yours will get them fired up,
We're both going right through them.
You got one chasing you. Eat it. You got two coming for you. Oh, he smoked it. He had to have. Holy. Buddy. Now that might be what we're looking for. Yep. Nice.
Big pot of them sitting on the edge of a little hump here with some weeds on top.
Woohoo!
That's snapping a jig grab right on the edge there, and
Feisty.
finally got one to go.
Nice fish right there.
Play them so delicate at the boat with these jig grabs.
Man, this thing is bulldogging you. Unreal. And I'll take him. Nope.
Oh, not quite. Man. There we go. Whoa.
I don't want to get that jig wrap stuck in the net.
He's got your number, D.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
There we go. Third time's the try with the net.
There you go.
Sweet.
Nice fish right there, buddy.
A little bit of a reaction bite, I guess, to get him going. You can see you got that one right on the bottom of the jaw. So when that jig grab hits the bottom, they're trying to pin it down. There we go. Another nice one. About the same size as that last one, but on a artificial this time instead of live bait.
So we just found a little pot of fish located right on the edge of the weeds on a little bit of a sand flat. And we were tossing some jigs and plastics, some night crawlers and stuff at them, and we just couldn't get them to bite. High sun, almost flat calm conditions. We tied on a J-wrap and got the reactionary bite. These are all walleyes sitting here.
Throw that shadow wrap.
Yep, do it. Look it, the walleye was right there. I just seen him.
You follow your swim bait out
Yes,
for your
right there.
line. Line that thing back up on them.
No, they're right there. I just seen them. Look at them all. Ooh, that feels awfully pikey. Let's see. I don't know. Let's see. It's got big greasy head shakes. Walleye.
Nice.
Yep.
Deep shadow wrap.
Nice.
Been getting a lot of pike on this. That walleye just came and crushed it on the paws.
Beautiful.
Sweet. That's a nice one.
Oh my dude. That's a big one.
Yeah, had me fooled for a pike. Came up and crushed it.
Unbelievable. There you go. Look at that.
There we go. Nice one on a jerkbait. Deep shadow wrap. Casting over some cabbage weeds again on the edge of this little hump. Finally picked out a nice walleye.
Look at the blue in the fin right here.
Yeah, that's cool.
Blue pigment. Every once in a while you see that on the keg.
All a little different.
Way cool.
One of the kind of cool things about midsummer with this real actively searching for fish, there's a lot of ways you can catch them. So we caught that one on jerkbait. Fish before that we caught on a jig and wrap. Earlier this morning we got one pulling some live bait. We've been trying a variety of stuff today. Throwing jigs and plastics, cranks, live bait, jig and wraps, slip bobbered for a while. When the water's warming up like this midsummer, there's really no end to really what they'll eat. You kind of just got to figure out the best presentation at the moment.
So today we're power fishing, and how we're doing that is just by covering as much water as we possibly can using a forward-facing live sonar. So basically I'm using it to look around for fish, find fish, as well as tune in the depths of my bait, watch how the fish are reacting, many other variables, where the weeds are, where the rocks are, where the mud's at. There's many other things that you can learn just by staring at this all day. So that's what we're doing. We're using it to run around, cover as much water as we possibly can, and also go through as many fish as we possibly can. Today it's not seeming like you can just find 6 to 8 fish and sit on them and catch all of them. It seems like you got to go through 50, 60 fish before you get one to bite. So we're using this to just power fish as much water as we possibly can in a day. I got into fishing at a very young age. My parents were the type of parents that if they were going out to do something fun on the weekend, they always brought me with. So I've got very early childhood memories of going fishing. In fact, I was just barely old enough to remember the Red Lake crappie days where everybody was catching those big giant crappies. I was at the age where my dad would bait the hook, my mom would cast it out, and I would be already reeling a fish in, and we just did that for a couple hours. We kind of only fished, you know, in the early parts of the year, and then once the summer started to roll around, I was off to racing motocross. Well, towards the end of high school, I kind of decided that I didn't want to do that forever for risks of getting hurt and beating up your body, and but I still had a very competitive side of me, so I traded my dirt bikes in for a Lund boat, and my buddy and I went and fished our first tournament, and it's just kind of went from there and has grown into an obsession. It's all I think about all summer, fishing, and of course all winter is getting prepared for the next season, whether it's new tactics, techniques, spots, you know, just dreaming about it while you're sitting at home when it's 40 below. Do it. Oh yeah, buddy.
Ooh.
Big fish.
Nice.
It's a pike.
Doing some pike runs?
No, it's a walleye. Oh yeah. Oh boy.
There we go. Nice. Another one on the jerkbait.
Oh, that thing went absolutely insane.
Yeah, that would act like about a 25-incher.
Wow. Definitely surprised me with the size of this one.
It's got some attitude.
Beautiful Pokegama walleye. Super feisty. You can see they're just built like warriors.
Make a good sandwich.
So as you can see, I've got my forward-facing sonar on the left, and again, I've got my mapping on my right. I do have a preset set on my Hummingbird so where I can look at side imaging, down imaging, plus mapping, but I found that I don't use those two as much as up front as I thought I would. So I've come to realize that I just need to look at my mapping plus my forward-facing sonar. No! There's nothing wrong with being the extreme net man all day.
Someone's got to do it.
Unreal. It's like a good one for the pan right there.
A perfect eater.
Bang! Nice work, buddy.
Add another technique to the checklist today.
Unreal. What are we at now, number 4?
I think that's number either 4 or 5. Perfect little eater there on a slip bobber. Yeah, nice perfect eater there, just like the last one. If you're looking to keep some fish, that'd be about the right size. We're just letting them go for fun today, but that'd be what you'd want to eat.
Okay, hold on.
So yeah, that was a super great eater fish we just had there. One kind of cool opportunity on this lake in particular is it has a really huge smelt forage base. So because of that, a lot of those walleyes, pike, smallmouth bass, whatever it be as far as predator fish goes, they grow really fast and really big. So we can get out here and get our limits of eaters, but we've also got a pretty good chance at a big one. It's right there.
Okay, spot lock us. Unbelievable.
It's like 30 right there.
Oh, I'm looking at 20 of them right now. All right, today we're fishing out of my Lund Boats 219. This is definitely one of my favorite models that Lund has to offer. The biggest fiberglass model available. This thing is an absolute wave crusher. I've been up on some pretty big water with it. It's the way that it takes waves is just unbelievable. That's probably one of my favorite things about it. We've got an amazing full console windshield here. Plenty of room to mount electronics. I've actually got 2 10s and a 12 mounted here. It's hard to do in a lot of other boats, but I've got plenty of room to put whatever I need to have. A few other features I like about it is all of the huge storage that's up here. I actually have a big lithium battery in this storage compartment along with all my 5-port boxes, and I can also fit my life jackets, a few tackle boxes in there. Another huge storage compartment here that I can actually fit in. It's massive. And the rod locker, I can fit about 30 rods in it. It's absolutely huge. That's just to name a few things that I love about it, and obviously they look beautiful.
To go along with this big, beautiful Lund, you got to have some power on the back.
That's right.
This boat's equipped with a 400 horse L6 Mercury Verado. Has a supercharged motor, plenty of horsepower to get this thing up and going. That'll get you to and from your spot when you're there fishing. It's got a 15 horse electronic fuel injected pro kicker. Perfect for controlling cranks when you do that really fine speed control. So you've got your big motor for your speed, your little motor for your precision. Can't really beat it. Something that I think is really cool about this midsummer, actively searching for fish, kind of power fishing, is there's so many ways you can catch them. We caught them on a bunch of different techniques and tactics today. Pretty much all on spinning tackle. There are trolling techniques you could do as well. We caught fish pulling live bait on Lindy rigs. We caught a few casting a jerk bait. Caught a couple more yet on a slip bobber. And we even did pick one up on a jig and wrap. Got a couple other bites on other techniques as well. I lost a couple throwing a jig and a paddle tail. But kind of the point of this is there's really no end to what you can do. There's always something the fish are gonna bite on. And midsummer, you're not just stuck in doing one thing. You can kind of try a bunch of different techniques and find what's working the best that day or even just on that spot. Yeah, buddy.
There we go.
Nice.
Dude. Look at the giant muskie underneath it. Oh my word! You gonna get him? Well, he's gonna be lunch in a second.
At the muskie too.
Yeah! Woo!
That was cool.
Unreal. What a day we're having. Wow.
Yeah, I thought it was another big walleye right behind it. See the big forked tail, big old muskie.
Another beautiful Pokegama Lake walleye.
That's how you do it.
Unreal. We're reeling this fish up and a giant muskie just took a swipe at it. Wow.
Can't beat it.
God's country. Bam. Definitely one of the advantages to the forward-facing live sonar. We're seeing these fish super shallow. In a case where if you drive over them with conventional 2D sonar, you're not going to see them. For one reason, your cone angle in 9 feet of water is super small, so you'd have to put your transducer directly over the top of them. And for two, in a deep clear lake like this, it's impossible to drive over the top of a walleye in 9 feet of water. You know, they spook and off they go. You'll never see them. Ooh, buddy!
Feels like a decent one.
Yeah, it looks like a decent one.
Some decent head shakes.
Yeah. Headed for that deeper water.
Right up on top of this hump here in 8-9 feet of water.
You know they're big when they do that. Oh yeah. Woo!
There he goes. Big runs. That's cool.
Look at that. Unreal. Come on.
And got her.
Whoa! Hello!
Funny energy in that one.
Unreal.
Nice one there.
Beautiful fish.
Yeah. Another awesome northern Minnesota walleye there. I'd say that's a great one to end the day on.
Absolutely. As you can see, the front of the boat is an absolute mess. We've got about every rod that we own up here. We've went through just about every tactic we know to catch them today. And it took us a while, but we finally caught up to them and put a decent little beating on them today.
Got her done.
Thanks for joining us. If you'd like more information, check out lundboats.com or these other online outlets.